This film will show a water furnace system installed at the Corporate Square office complex in Terre Haute, Indiana. No boilers or cooling towers are used. The developer is Newland Johnson Development Company, which is a division of Holman and Company, who are owners of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Original use of the building was a Catholic high school. There is a total of 150,000 square feet being air-conditioned and heated. First occupancy was in July 1984. When the building is completely occupied, there will be a total of 379 tons of air conditioning load. 15 horsepower base-mounted pumps circulate 1,000 gallons per minute of water through the building and underground loops. There are 324 vertical 1-inch U-bend boreholes 150 foot deep at 9-foot centers covering an area measuring 99 by 280 feet. 48,600 feet of borehole using 97,200 feet of 1-inch copper tube-size polybutylene tubing. 27 2-inch supply and return zone headers are connected to 12 vertical loops, each in a reverse return piping arrangement, and brought into a centrally located underground pit. 3 drilling rigs were able to do up to 24 150-foot bores per day. This was due to advanced preparation and having loops ready to insert into the bore. Notice the drilling speed. Because samples don't need to be taken to locate aquifers and geological formations, this type of drilling is much faster than when water wells are being developed. Use of a heavy drilling mud mixture ensures that hole walls will hold up until tubing is inserted. The 1-inch PVC tubing will be used to accept shot hole tamping rods that make for ease of loop insertion into the hole. Using the Quick Connect 10-foot shot rods makes it easy to insert vertical loops. The tubing is actually pulled down into the hole rather than pushed. Some contractors try to push the tubing down the borehole. This method breaks off the mud casing and tends to plug the borehole before the entire tubing length is inserted. This vertical earth loop system was installed in water-saturated earth. Because of this fact, spoils can be shoveled back into the borehole without regard for complete backfilling. Here you see several vertical loops ready for connection to supply and return headers. The 27 2-inch supply and return headers are connected to 10-inch main headers. Notice the fill, shutoff, and balancing valves, which make it possible to purge air from the system and provide uniform flow rates through each 2-inch supply and return. The apparatus shown is used to test each 2-inch supply and return system to ensure that there are no leaks. Pressures used in the test procedure are much greater than normal operating pressure. Prior testing done at the factory ensures the integrity of the pipe. 2-inch supply and return headers are connected to the 1-inch vertical loops using fusion fittings. The fusion welding process ensures that the fittings and pipe are permanently joined and are not subject to leaks from expansion and contraction. Flow is in opposite directions in the 2-inch supply and return headers, which ensures equal flow through each 1-inch vertical loop. The round device shown in the upper left-hand part of this scene is an air separator. All air must be removed from the piping system to ensure proper operation. A purple-colored cleaner is applied to each PVC fitting. Use of a bright color lets the workman know that he has covered all the area to which PVC solvent cement will be applied. A good bond between piping and fittings is essential to prevent leaks. Butterfly valves are used to minimize pressure drop in the piping system. They also provide a tight shutoff. Careful measurements are made to ensure that all piping joints will fit properly before solvent cement is applied to the pipe and fittings. Valves are used to help purge air and debris from the piping system. They are also used to fill the system with water. Piping is suspended from clevis hangers to ensure adequate support. They are placed to prevent sags in the piping. All piping will be insulated prior to putting the system into operation. The horizontal water furnaces are typical of equipment used throughout the building. Notice that the supply and return connections are insulated to prevent condensation should loop temperatures drop below the dew point. All supply and return ducts are insulated to minimize heat loss and gain. The vinyl jacket serves as a vapor barrier to prevent moisture from entering the insulation. This area was used as the school gymnasium. It will now be utilized as a computer complex. Spiral round duct was used to distribute air into the computer complex. Slot, no deflection diffusers were used for proper air delivery and to help circulate room air through aspiration. The building owners elected to invest $264,000 into the earth loop system, approximately $697 per ton. This sum includes excavation, drilling, pipe, labor, pit, and so forth. A boiler and cooling tower system could have been purchased for $114,000. The owners decided on an earth loop system because they like the concept and because studies show that reduced operating and maintenance costs will pay off the extra $150,000 cost in 3 years. The system is operating to the owner's satisfaction and is exceeding expectations. Your water furnace representative is ready to help you design your earth loop system.